Today, I'm going to be showing you how to set up Never Miss a Lead automations so that you can make the absolute most of every single lead that comes into your business. First, we'll start by putting the snapshot, which is in the description below, into our browser for Go High Level. If you don't have Go High Level, there's also a 14-day free trial link down below so you can try all this out for free. So put the snapshot there and import now. You'll also notice that there is a chatbot snapshot, an AI caller, and an AI receptionist. Those are all in the school community, obviously completely for free as well. The chatbot actually goes really well with these, so you may want to set that up first. With that said, to take the snapshot of Never Miss a Lead and put it into your business, simply click on Subaccounts, and when you're there, click on the subaccount for your business, click the three dots in the bottom right corner, and press Manage Client. Now, if you followed those steps, you should have ended up here. Now you just go into Actions, Snapshot Actions, Load Snapshot, and click on our Never Miss a Lead automations. Proceed, proceed, select all, proceed, and then type in confirm. So that will push the snapshot into the sub account. Now you're going to want to go into your sub account. So click this and click on the correct sub account. Now that we are here, we will go down to automation. Let's go into the booked call reminders so we can set that up first. So I have this set up in a way that it triggers an entire sequence when somebody is booked on a calendar. However, you can also make this for when somebody is booked on a form or somebody fills out a form. This will trigger and send them through all this. So basically, you want to create your trigger. I have it again when somebody joins a calendar, schedules on a calendar, so I'll just do that. And it will wait for 5 minutes. And I have it waiting for 5 minutes because the automation sometimes needs a second to process everything. So I like to keep that waiting there. You probably don't need it, but I like things to run smooth. If you want it to be really tight, you could probably just get rid of the wait, but I have it just in case. Now, after that period, you will have email and SMS automations, and you will see that they continue over and over and over again. Now, this is all completely set up for you. You just have to put in your own use case. So you can go in here, change the subject line, and completely change the email's copy. Again, you will want to configure it for whatever your use case is, and same deal with the SMS. Whatever you want it to say, that's what you can make it say. And make sure to configure all of these as well. Once you have configured all of the messaging, press this to publish and press save. That will publish the workflow for you. However, I'm not going to do that right now because this is just to show you. Now let's go back into workflows list and check out the speed to lead messages. Now, it's a very similar deal here, but you'll see that the workflow is configured a little bit differently. I will go through all of that right now. So this workflow is triggered when somebody has a tag added to them. Again, you can have it trigger whenever you want with whatever trigger you decide. So go into the automation and just add whatever tag you want to trigger the whole automation. So how do I have this one configured? So the way my surveys work, I have it so whenever somebody doesn't book a call after filling them out, then a tag is added, which is boss. So this workflow right here, essentially, whenever somebody doesn't book a call with you after filling out a form, it will follow up with them until they do, basically. So what does that mean? That means it will send the first message and then wait for about almost an hour. And if they reply, then the chatbot goes in and replies to them and books them in. Also, you'll want to go into here and remove tag that triggered the automation. That will take them out of the automation and remove them from the workflow. Once you do that, they will be removed from the workflow, and only the people who do not respond will continue getting messages. Now, I've actually put in prompts for each message if you want to do the same use case as me, which makes it very easy to just paste into ChatGPT or Claude and configure that way. So similarly to the other one, all you really need to do is configure all of the messaging and put in the correct tag here. The last thing that you need to do on each pillar here is update conversation AI. This is where the chatbot comes in And you don't necessarily need to have this in there, but if you do, you'll want to put in the template that you have already put in. So I taught you how to make a chatbot in one of my other videos. So once you have that, you can put it into here and the chatbot can respond to everything you want. Last thing, you want to scroll down, obviously after configuring all of this and configuring all your messaging, you want to scroll down and configure this last part. So this last part is actually really cool. If after all of this they don't respond, you'll want to add them to a database reactivation campaign if you have it. If you don't, just ignore this. But the two things that you need to do first are remove the tag, which is the one that we just put on for the trigger, and then you'll have this removed from workflow. Now, the database reactivation. I teach you how to make this in a separate video. However, if you've already done this, then you can add the trigger that triggers the database reactivation onto a lead that hasn't responded, and it will automatically put them into a database reactivation campaign. That is huge because you don't have to move anyone anywhere. It just automatically continues to follow up with them until they book a call. Leads that you do this to end up getting 10 to 12 follow-up messages already just from that. And then on top of the database reactivation, I have a second database reactivation campaign that has even more touch points so that you absolutely make the most of every single lead that you have. But that's in another video. So once you've put everything in here, just like the last one, press publish and save. So that is it for the Never Miss a Lead automations. As you can see, it was very simple, very quick, but there's a lot of stuff that you can customize here. You can customize what the use case is. You can customize the messaging. You can customize whether your chatbot's in there or not. There's so many ways you can do this. I just provide you with the templates and show you how to do it. So if you found this valuable, make sure to check out all the other videos in the Skool community and all the other modules that we have there. Again, it's completely free, as you know.